Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to have a full coverage glowy makeup look without the makeup literally melting off your face. So when you do makeup, skin prep is one of the most important steps in your routine. When I'm doing my makeup, I love for my base to be really hydrated. So the products that I use for that is the Glow Recipe Toner, the Ordinary Caffeine Solution, the CeraVe Moisturizing Lotion, and of course an SPF considering it's summer and you don't want to be looking 50 by the time you're 25. So I use the Bondi Sands Face SPF 50. I feel like with all these videos, all the creators always have clear skin or amazing skin, and as you can see, my skin isn't perfect. I do have spots, so I like to go in and conceal my spots before I do anything. This is the Fine Concealer in the shade 9. This is probably one of the most creamiest, most hydrating but also full coverage concealers I have literally ever used. I will repurchase this again and again and again. I've never found a concealer that's good for covering spots and also just an amazing concealer in general. So if you are looking for a new concealer, then this actually may be your new best friend. So you want to let that concealer dry down for a little bit, and then I go in with the Real Techniques 300 brush and literally just blend that out. You don't want to swipe, you just want to dab. You don't want to like do it too much though, you just want to like make sure it's blended out. You don't really want to blend it into your skin because we want to keep the coverage there. Are you ready? Can you see that redness on my chin? Gone. This concealer is literally so good. Also, I completely forgot to mention, I also love to go in with like some sort of lip hydration product. I use like a Laneige dupe from Home Bargains, just a lip mask to make sure your lips are hydrated. Okay, now once you've concealed and blended in all of your concealer, I go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This actually looks so much darker on camera, and I know this is not my shade. This is my shade for when I tan, so you just got to mind the colour difference. This is in the shade 2 Fair/Light, and I literally put this all over my face. Like, don't be shy. I see people going like that. Like, what are you doing? Like, put it on. Okay, this is how much e.l.f. Halo Glow I put on. I told you I put it on. This is not a full coverage concealer, but it gives such a nice glow whilst also giving some coverage at the same time. Now I just go in with a beauty blender. God knows where this is from, but I just sprayed on the Beauty Crop Dewy Bounce Seal and Set Mist Setting Spray. This is literally so good. They discontinued the milk one, and I'm so sad. So Beauty Crop, if you're watching this, please bring it back. Anyways, I literally just lightly go over the e.l.f. Halo Glow, trying to keep as much coverage as possible because the beauty blender will soak up some of the product, but I just lightly go over it and just blend it all into the skin. Make sure you're also blending this into your neck, because even if it is your shade, you still don't want the line. Now we go back in with the Fine Concealer. Like I said, we don't want to be doing dots, little dots. Yeah, the reason why your makeup isn't turning out like all these girls on your For You page is because you're putting on the most minimal amount as possible. Like, you need to put it on. Like, how are you doing your makeup and still looking the same as you did before after you did your makeup routine? Like, make it make sense. Now I'm gonna go in with this beauty blender. This is the Real Techniques beauty blender. I think it's, I don't know what it's called, but it's just this one. And I did just spray it with the same setting spray as before. You don't want it to be wet, you don't want it to be dry, you want it to be like damp, which is like in the middle. Okay, now we're gonna blend our concealer, and you don't want to press dead heavy into the skin. You literally just want to lightly tap the concealer in. So this is what your under eyes should be looking like. Flawless, smooth, all that stuff. Also, when blending your concealer, you want to drag it up to like the top of your ear. Not the top of your ear, but like towards your ear. Does that even make sense? It does make sense. Now we go in with probably one of the best makeup products ever brought out, which is the Made by Mitchell Curve Case. I use this in the shade Medium. I go in with the Real Techniques 200 brush. First we do bronzer, which is in the shade Teddy Bear. You really don't need a lot of this. You can always add more, but you can't take away. And I just add this to like this part of my face and my forehead. Oh, and also my jawline as well. You also want to take like whatever the remains are on your bronzer brush, and you just want to put it on your eyelids so your eyelids don't look bare and they just have a little bit of colour to them, because if you don't put any makeup on them then they will look weird. Like, can you look at the difference? Like, it just looks like it has colour to it, you know? Okay, I've just finished my bronzer. I literally love bronzer so much. Like, if you don't like bronzer, then anyways, next we go in with blush. This is the shade Peach Sugar, which is the one like opposite to the bronzer we just used. I also used the Made by Mitchell MF1 brush. I just find this works the best, and you just want to focus it on like the high points of your face. To be honest, I'm not much of a blush person, but recently I've kind of started to like blush. I think it's because I've been using this shade a lot recently. It's like a corally, like nice colour. Now that we have finished all of our like cream and liquid products, I go in with the same setting spray. As before. I like to do this just to set everything in place to make sure I don't like interfere with the powder. I nearly said that wrong, but we got there. Okay, now that your setting spray has now like dried into your face, I use just a pack of eyelashes to let dry, and not gonna lie. I now go in with the Huda Beauty powder. This is the best loose powder you are gonna get. This is literally the best powder on the market, no doubts about it. I've never heard someone say that a powder is better than the Huda Beauty powder. This is in the shade Pound Cake, and if this doesn't prove to you that I love this powder, then I don't know what else will. I also go in with the Trigwell powder puffs, which you can actually get on sale on TikTok shop because they're having a whole like rebrand, I think. Anyways, I get the powder on my powder puff and like tap it in on my hand just to get rid of any excess product and to make sure I'm not caking it onto my face. And before you put the powder on, you want to get your same beauty blender that you use for your concealer and tap it under your eyes ever so slightly just to get rid of any creases. And then you want to go back in with your powder puff, look up and blend. We want to keep this very minimal because we don't want it to be like a matte look. Like, this is literally a glowy makeup look. So we want to keep it very minimal. Like, you want to try your best to keep it under the eyes. This is what your under eyes should be looking like. They look absolutely amazing, all thanks to this powder. Okay, that is literally everywhere where I put powder. People put it on like their forehead and the chin, but I find that just makes the makeup like less glowy. My makeup seems to still stay like this even with just powder under my eyes. Next, to make this makeup look even more glowy, we want to go in with the Rare Beauty highlighter. This highlighter is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. This is in the shade Enlighten, and I'm using the Real Techniques 402 brush, and you just want to lightly dab it onto your cheeks, and when the sun like goes on your face, it'll bring like a nice little glow, extra glow to your cheeks. I also like to add this to the tip of my nose and to the bridge of my nose. I literally love this highlighter so much. Like, it's so good. Like, oh my god, literally look at that. Now this is the point where we move on to eyebrows, and I use the NYX brow glue. That's literally just what it's called, the NYX brow glue, this one. And I don't like laminate my brows, not soap brows, none of that. I just gel my eyebrows into place. I literally just follow my natural eyebrow shape. It's such like a little thing, but it actually makes such a difference. I look at the difference between that eyebrow and that eyebrow. But I love this eyebrow. This is my favorite eyebrow. I absolutely hate this eyebrow. Anyways, now that we've done our eyebrows, I like to go in with mascara next. I use the Meggy Lashes eyelash curler, and this mascara by Be Perfect. This is the Travel Lash Out. Does that say heavy? Oh no, it says black mascara. I've tried to look for this on their TikTok shop. I'm not sure if they have a website or not, but I really tried to look for it and I actually can't find it, so it may be discontinued. But I did get it in like a mystery box type thing. I'm not sure if they still have it on TikTok, I don't know. Obviously, once I've curled my lashes, I now go in with my mascara, and I try to avoid like the roots of my lashes, like my natural lashes, because I found that if you put mascara on the roots of your lashes, it will make them like fall down, because my lashes don't stay curled easily and they always drop down if I put it on the roots, so I just avoid that and just put it on like the ends. Okay, I've just finished my mascara and this is what my lashes are looking like. I don't have the longest of lashes, but we've got something and we make it work. And that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed all these tips, this makeup routine. If you do this makeup tutorial, then make sure to tag me in it on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment what videos you'd like to see next, subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you get notified every time I post a new video. Bye guys! You said I can't trust it.